Why men start missing you more. Understanding human behavior in romantic relationships can often feel complex and mysterious. Many women find themselves pondering questions like, why do men miss me more when I'm away? What sparks this shift in emotions? These feelings, particularly after a breakup, a period of distance, or even brief separations, are deeply rooted in psychological principles. By exploring these triggers, we can uncover why men begin to miss someone, and how certain dynamics influence male psychology. Gaining these insights can help you navigate your relationships more effectively and with greater clarity. 1. The psychological distance effect. One of the most powerful factors that can make a man miss you is the concept of psychological distance. When someone is consistently present, whether physically or emotionally, there's a tendency to take their presence for granted. This happens not because of malice, but because familiarity often breeds complacency in relationships. However, when that person creates distance, either through a breakup, physical separation, or even spending less time together, it disrupts the sense of normalcy. The man begins to notice their absence and reflect on what they've lost. This period of distance creates a mental space where he starts to reminisce about shared laughter, moments of companionship, and the deep connection that once existed. The phrase absence makes the heart grow fonder applies here. When the everyday closeness disappears, the emotional bond becomes magnified, forcing him to confront how much he misses you. 2. The impact of scarcity. The principle of scarcity plays a significant role in human behavior, including romantic relationships. When something is always readily available, it's easy to undervalue or take it for granted. Conversely, when something becomes scarce, it suddenly feels more desirable. If you've always been available, ready to answer his calls, texts, or meetups, he may not have had the opportunity to fully recognize your worth. But when you create space and reduce your availability, he starts to crave the attention and energy you used to give him. This scarcity triggers an emotional reaction, causing him to reflect on how much he valued you. This dynamic is especially effective because it shifts the power balance, making him realize that your presence was not a guarantee but a privilege. 3. When men face challenges. Interestingly, men often start missing you more when they're experiencing challenges in life. This may seem counterintuitive, but difficult times often make people reflect on what truly matters. During moments of stress, failure, or hardship, a man might long for the emotional support and stability you provided. These challenges act as reminders of the comfort and care they once received, highlighting your role as a significant source of positivity in their lives. The absence of that emotional anchor amplifies their longing for you. 4. The power of silence. Silence is an incredibly potent tool, particularly after a breakup or during a period of tension. Men are often used to women pursuing them after arguments or breakups, whether it's through texts, calls, or trying to initiate conversations. Many women instinctively try to mend the relationship quickly. However, breaking this pattern by remaining silent can have a profound psychological effect. Your absence from communication creates an air of mystery and uncertainty. He may start wondering, what is she thinking? Is she moving on? Does she even miss me? This lack of clarity forces him to confront his feelings and question his choices, triggering feelings of longing and regret. 5. Realizing he's lost you. One of the most impactful moments in a man's emotional journey occurs when he truly realizes he's lost you. This realization often doesn't hit immediately after a breakup. Initially, he might feel relieved or indifferent, enjoying the freedom that separation brings. But as time goes on, the weight of your absence begins to sink in. The routines, the connection, and the emotional safety you provided suddenly feel distant and unattainable. When he fully understands that you've moved on or that the relationship is truly over, it can trigger profound regret. It's in these moments of clarity that a man starts to deeply miss you, wishing he had appreciated the relationship more when he had the chance. 6. The influence of nostalgia. Nostalgia is another powerful force that shapes how men reflect on past relationships. Over time, people tend to remember the positive aspects of a relationship more vividly than the negative ones. This selective memory is a natural coping mechanism that helps people process loss. For men, this means that memories of shared laughter, meaningful conversations, and intimate moments can resurface, evoking strong emotions. Even if the relationship had its flaws, Nostalgia has a way of amplifying the good and softening the bad, creating a longing for the past and a desire to reconnect. 7. When you've moved on. Few things make a man miss you more than seeing you thrive without him. Whether you've started dating someone new or are simply embracing life with newfound independence, your happiness and self-assurance can provoke powerful emotions. When he sees you moving forward, especially when you seem genuinely content, it can trigger a sense of loss. He might begin questioning his decisions, wondering if he let go of something truly valuable. Your growth and confidence can stir competitive instincts, making him want to re-establish his importance in your life. 8. The power of unresolved emotions. Unresolved emotions often linger long after a relationship ends. These could stem from things left unsaid, unfinished business, or lingering questions. A man may find himself missing you without fully understanding why. This emotional ambiguity can create a sense of incompleteness, making it hard for him to let go entirely. 9. Seeing your growth. Growth and self-improvement are inherently attractive. When a man observes you becoming a better version of yourself, pursuing new hobbies, advancing in your career, or radiating confidence, it can make him reflect on what he's missing. Seeing you thrive without him can evoke feelings of regret, as he realizes that he's no longer part of your journey. Your personal development acts as a reminder of your value and resilience. 10. Noticing your absence in daily life. Sometimes, it's the small, everyday details that make a man miss you most, whether it's the way you used to make his coffee, your morning texts, or the shared routines you had. These seemingly insignificant moments can leave a lasting void. Over time, the absence of these rituals can weigh heavily, making him yearn for your presence in his life. Key takeaway: self-respect over emotions. A wise person once said, "Never return to a place where you were disrespected without cause." This wisdom emphasizes the importance of valuing your self-respect over emotions, even in moments of longing or vulnerability. While feelings are natural and valid, prioritizing your dignity is essential for maintaining healthy boundaries and fostering self-worth. Let this principle guide your choices, ensuring you focus on spaces and relationships that uplift and respect you.